Hello, and welcome to a short video reference guide for Easy Suite's Order Manager. This video is a quick starting guide for adding users and applying their permissions. Go ahead and log in. Let's start by going into the site settings. First, you're going to want to look on the left side and hit Settings. You'll find Sites, and then double click on the site at which you're at. Today we're going to be looking at the Users tab. You'll check across the top here of the Settings tabs to find users. It's usually on the far right. Some of these tabs are permission based, so if you can't view them on your account, there's most likely a reason. If you feel as though you should be able to view one of these tabs or you can't access the User tab, please contact EasyRoute support or your administrator. Now that we're in the Users tab, you'll click New User and apply an email. This email will serve as a username to log into Easy Suite. After the email is entered, you'll see a prompt for more information. You can then add a first and last name, as well as any other relevant information. You also have the option to create a password for the user, or leave it blank and it'll auto-generate a password. Once a user is created, you'll always have the option to come back later and reset the password. At the bottom, you'll see a drop-down for roles. This is important, as a role determines a user's access level to different pages within Easy Suite. Apply the role that most closely resembles the job they do at the yard, whether that be sales, quality control and parts pulling, dispatcher or order fulfillment, or administrator. After defining the role, you can then apply additional permissions over here to the right. These permissions correspond with specific programs, such as EasyRunner and Order Manager, and a user's ability to perform tasks within those programs. For instance, under Order Manager, you can determine what actions a user can perform on an order. In this section, it's important that you not give anyone the permission to delete an order. Deleting an order will erase all of its history and everything related to that order. It will not be able to be recovered. This section is also where you signify that a user is a salesperson. If the user ever writes up an order, it's important that they have the salesperson box checked, as well as the corresponding box for yard management user ID filled in with an identical name to the one found on the work order. In Pinnacle, you can find it here, or if you're using PowerLink, this can be found in the bottom left of your work order screen in the user box. Order Manager job types determine which jobs a user can process on the app. You'll want to check each box that applies to that employee so that they can view and process all of these jobs via the EasyQC mobile app. For this example, we have 3 job types. Shipping and receiving, which is generally applied to a user so they can process brokered parts. Picking, which allows a user to be assigned to and begin processing new orders. And Final QC, which usually is applied to users who perform a final quality check on the part and then stage it for final sale after it's been processed through all of the picking questions. After you've entered all the relevant information, you've applied your role, and you've given all of the permissions, you're ready to create a user. Once you create the user, it'll be available to you within your Users tab. Simply double-click on the name to adjust any information, as well as reset the password. As always, if you have any questions, please contact Easy Suite support via the chat bubble in the bottom right. This has been a short video reference guide by Easy Suite's Order Manager in reference to users, permissions, and roles. Thank you.